Hello and welcome to my March book haul. I didn't make a lot of videos or read a lot in March, partly because I got a job and I know it's crazy, someone's willing to pay me to do things. But yeah, I didn't do very well. I plan on reading more in the next month, but it didn't really stop me from buying some books last month, so let's get into it. The first is Girlfriend in a Coma by Douglas Coupland. I saw this in Spitalfields Market on this stall that just sells books cheaply, and I know I wanted to read it for ages, so I bought it and then I read it, and I have already made a video about it which I shall link below. And then I bought some more Penguin Little Black Classics because they're only 80p and I am weak. For me, these are a bit of an excuse to buy books by people I haven't read anything of and just get like a short snippet of what they're like, and then I can decide if I want to read more of them in the future. So I don't actually know what any of them are about, but it's just kind of like a tentative exploration into that author. So this month I have On the Beach at Night Alone by Walt Whitman, The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. I know loads of people have been really liking this one, so I'm excited for that. The Meek one by Fyodor Dostoyevsky. I've actually read quite a bit of Dostoyevsky before, but you know, I like short things as well. Lord Arthur Saville's Crime. Also, I have read some Oscar Wilde before. And finally, I got Kasyan from the Beautiful Lands by Ivan Turgenev. Tell me, please, I don't know. Yeah, I've never read him before, but I want to read more Russian authors because I seem to like Russian authors' work. And then I started reading For Esme with Love and Squalor by J.D. Salinger, which I bought a while ago, which is a collection of short stories by Salinger, and I realised how much I absolutely love Salinger. So I bought Raise High the Roof Being Carpenters and Seymour An Introduction, which completes my 4-book set of these gorgeous gold foil lettered Penguin editions of Salinger's work. The lettering is by Seb Lester, by the way, if you want to look it up. And I've already read this. I'm doing a joint review of this and For Esme with Love and Squalor, which will be up in a couple of days. I wanted this book for like quite a long time. I think it's been since Dylan from Dylan Books said it was like Ready Player One, and I was like, yes, I want more of that in my life. You by Austin Grossman is about game design. It's about a guy that works at a games company and then shit gets a little bit crazy. My boyfriend was saying that he really loved this and it reminded him of Close to the Machine by Allan, which I read last month because of him. So I'm sure it's going to be really awesome. I can't wait to read this one. Almost finally, I have 2 books by Patrick Suskind. I don't know how to say his name either. The first is Perfume, Story of the Murderer, which I have read before. I already owned this book and then I lent it to somebody and never got it back, which is a great shame because it's a really interesting story and such a beautiful book. With the silver lettering, it's also on the spine, it's just so beautiful. This is a story about a man, Jean-Baptiste Grenouille, who has an incredible sense of smell, and he works as a perfumer, and he wants to synthesize the scent of women and ends up killing quite a few of them. It's a really good story, quite macabre. Also, the film version of this is really good, and it cuts out some bits in this book that I didn't really think were necessary. So watch the film if you can't be bothered to read the book. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, damn, I want that in my life again. And then I also saw this novella of Patrick Suskind called The Pigeon. So I just had to get both of them. I'm excited to read this because I remember really enjoying this. So I have 2 of these beautiful things now. And finally, another super beautiful thing that's a bit of a theme this month. This is The Shore by Sara Taylor. I remember the publisher posting a picture of this cover art on Twitter a couple of months ago, and I just fell so in love with the design. I think it's just literally like the most beautiful book I've ever seen. The tones of it and just I really think this is the most beautiful book I've ever seen. So I vowed to get it as soon as it came out. And then I was in Hatchett's in Piccadilly the other week, and I saw it there and I was like, it's not out yet, is it? Is it? And it turned out it just came out the day before. But I just immediately bought it. I don't know exactly what it's about, but I know it involves 2 families living in sort of islands on the coast and a woman struggling with something. I don't know, I'm getting sort of like We Were Liars vibes from it, where the environment really reflects the story and stuff like that. If the novel is anywhere near as gorgeous as the cover, I'm sure I'll really like it. So this is The Shore. Do you want to see it again? So that was my March book haul. Are you intrigued by any of those books? Have you picked up any really special books in the last month? Please tell me. And if not, or even if you'd, either way, I will see you soon. Goodbye.